Hi everybody. Okay, so today we're going to do a bit of an experiment. Something I saw over at Brittany Gunner's channel. She used laundry soap, liquid soap. So I went to Dollar Tree because I wanted to be as cheap as possible. And I got this laundry detergent for $1. And I poured some in a cup here. It is blue, but when she mixed it with her colors, it came out clear. So I'm gonna put just a little bit in each cup to start. And then we are gonna mix them up and then do a pour on just an 8x10. And then I will show you the dried results. So we're gonna start with Folk Art Pearl White. I put the little Superman and Flash down, hoping that it would stay in focus. I'm gonna start with that. Just mix it up. It's definitely much thinner than I would like. So let's add some more. I've seen what hers looks like dry. I just want to see what it looks like dry and cleaned and varnished. And I want to put it all in one video, so it's going to be kind of choppy, but at least you'll get the full results. So I am making this video on Tuesday. I can't tell you the date, April something. And then tomorrow I'll show you what it looks like dried. Yeah, it's so thin. So definitely don't think we need quite that much per cup. I mean, granted, these other ones are going to be a little thicker paints, but best to start small and go from there. So maybe I'll add some iridescent medium to this just since I'm almost out. Set that one upside down to the side. Just want to see how the different paints mixed with it too, and so you can see how thin that is, and that's way too thin. Set that one aside. We will put this one here is Naples Yellow by Artist Loft. That's still way too thin, and it's kind of mixing a little chunky, so it might just need stirred a whole bunch more. Go ahead and stir that up real good. It's definitely creating a whole lot of bubbles. Yeah, it's definitely too thin for what I like. Might be good for a Dutch pour or something, you know, something like that. Go with that and see. Still very thin. set that aside, and then we're going to do the Master's Touch turquoise green. I mean, these are the brands I normally use, that and Craft Smart, so I wanted to test it with the ones I use the most. Okay, so there is a turquoise green, which is a beautiful color. It's very, very green. It's almost like a very dark teal color, I think. Still very thin, but it's not as thin as the other two. So just might have to add some more paint to those. That looked chunky, didn't it? Still too thin, but we're going to give it a try and see. I am going to add a little bit more of the Naples, and then some more of the pearl. Normally I'd add a little Floetrol to the bottle and get out every little bit, but since I just want to see what it looks like with the detergent, we won't do that. I'll throw that back in my box and we'll do it later. There's some more pearl. It's Craft Smart, so we're going to end up mixing the two together, but it doesn't want to come out. There we go. As far as the pearl white goes, I personally think Craft Smart has the best pearl white out of the little craft paints. Folk Art, I mean, the Folk Art metallics are alright with some of the colors, but the white, I definitely like the Craft Smart more. It's got more of a shimmer to it. Still very, very thin, so craft paints might not be a good idea. And then let's mix up the Naples again. Okay, well, set those aside. Then we're going to do the Cobalt Blue by Master's Touch. This is a beautiful color. Really like this one. So that's what it looks like before it's mixed up. That one's actually a little better. Okay, so just a little bit more of that, and then that color should be good to go. So it looks like Master's Touch is definitely the way to go with the laundry detergent test. Now, I doubt very much that this would have an archival touch to it. I want to see how much it fades even after it's been varnished. I would like to do one varnished and one resined and just see the difference if they turn out good, and see how long they do hold up. Okay, that one's a little better, so I don't know if you can see that, but it's definitely a little better. Okay, and then we have the Master's Touch Viridian. If I can get it open. I just went to Hobby Lobby the other day, so stocked up on some spring colors. A really pretty like aqua color, like what Aqua Flash would look like if it wasn't the Flash. A little bit more paint. Seems the Cobalt's the one that mixed with the best. Just a touch more, not much, just a touch. There we go. Okay, so that's fine. Double check these others. That one's that one maybe a drop more paint. Okay, that's better. Now, I'm not sure what to do about this Naples. I think it's not mixing that great. The Artist Loft isn't, so it's a little chunky. It definitely has a lot more bubbles in it. So we're gonna set that aside. I just thought it'd be a nice contrast, but we are gonna add some iridescent medium to the white. Any left in here. That's enough. Okay, and I am not adding silicone to any of the paints. There is silicone in the cups that I'm going to use for the flip cup. I'm just doing a flip cup just because it's a test, nice and easy. Okay, the white is still too thin, but it's a little better than it was. So we'll go ahead and use that because we need some kind of contrast here. So this is our colors again. We have the Viridian, we have the turquoise green, we have pearl white with just a little bit of iridescent medium, and then we have the cobalt blue. They're all Master's Touch except the mix of the pearl, which was Folk Art and Craft Smart. I'm going to go ahead and layer in the 2 cups, and like I said, there is silicone in there, mix up just to help release the paint. And we're just gonna layer them. That one seemed a little chunky. That's why I did the white first, because I just want to make sure that it was, that iridescent was in there good. Okay, then we're gonna do the aqua color. They definitely don't layer on top of each other, so that might be a good reason to do the flip cup too. All of that in there. Okay. And then we will do the blue cobalt. And they do have air bubbles, so I'm expecting that to give it some cells. Some of this green is so pretty. I wish you could see the actual color on film because it is beautiful. Okay, some of the green. A little bit more of the whites. Okay, I'm going to set those aside. Let me grab the canvas. Okay, move Batman and Flash out of the way. Make sure you guys are in. There we go. That might be a little better. Lift you up a little bit. There. Okay. Okay, so like I said, we're just going to do flip cups. I do want to give it a swirl. Let it sit there for a second, and then we will see what we come up with. Put that back in there so I don't end up spilling it all over myself. When you saw just that teeny tiny bit of detergent, so if this works out good, that would be awesome. Just as an alternative every once in a while. I mean, it's not something I do all the time, but be good when you're painting with kids and you don't want to waste all your expensive supplies. Okay, so there we go. Definitely released almost all the paint, so putting silicone in your cups is the best idea. Okay, I am going to torch it just to see. I mean, it's just soap, so it should be fine. And maybe the next experiment I will try with adding some silicone. So let's move it around. It's definitely thin.